You say you're going to make America great again. Is part of making us great again getting back into the weeds with Bill Clinton and his sex life? That seems to be a big point of emphasis for you now. Why are you doing that?
Only because I was mentioned during the course of the debate 9 times. None of the other candidates, Republican candidates, mentioned at all. The last person that Hillary Clinton wants to run against, and I know this for a fact because, as you know, I know many people on the Clinton side. I know people on all sides.
Sure, they were at your wedding.
As a businessman, I got along with everybody. I did well. Nobody did it better than me. I got along with everybody. And it was my obligation to my company and my family and myself to get along with Clinton and to get along with every person that I needed to get along with. And I got along great with everybody. I know many of the people in the Clinton campaign. The last person they want to run against is Donald Trump, believe me.
But what does that have to do with you bringing Bill Clinton's sex life up?
Well, it's very simple. They, during the course of the debate and many other times, she was talking about, she used the word sexist. I'm sexist. And she was using very sort of derogatory terms. I said, how the hell can she do that when she's got one of the great women abusers of all time sitting at her house waiting for her to come home?
Why do you
dinner?
call him one of the great women abusers of all time when in the
know.
past you've said that the impeachment process against him didn't make sense? You said Monica Lewinsky didn't make sense.
Chris, as a businessman, I got along with everybody. So it was always important to defend people when it was important for me to get along with the Clintons. Whether
But it
she
sounds
was a
to
senator,
people,
or whether she was a
right, but it
Secretary of
sounds
State.
like your morality shifts based on your motivation to people.
No. One of the magazines recently said Trump was a world, and is well, I guess I'm not now because I'm supposed to be a politician, but it's a bad name. You know, being a politician is a little bit of a bad name to me, frankly, but I guess that's what I am. But when I was a businessman, they said I was a great businessman, a world-class businessman. I got along with Clinton. I got along with everybody. I got along with Harry Reid. I got along with everybody.
Right, but I'm saying, you know, leadership's about consistency. You said it in your book, The Art of the Deal. Your most recent book, too, you talk about the consistency needed in leadership. 1 minute you said, or not 1 minute, years ago you said Monica Lewinsky, they shouldn't have chased after it like this. Bill Clinton's sex life shouldn't be an issue. Now you're saying it's like one of the main issues. You know, how's a voter supposed to see you for that?
I tried to help them a little bit because they were, it was important for me as Secretary of State, as a senator, to have all these people on my side. I needed votes for things. I got many things done. I needed votes. And I would have these people on my side. So I wasn't going to get involved in the Monica Lewinsky thing, and I wouldn't get involved in it now.
You're bringing it up.
I don't really care about Monica Lewinsky other than I think that, you know, Hillary was an enabler, and a lot of things happened that were, you know, obviously very seedy. I mean, he was impeached, for heaven's sake. He was impeached over this
But that was a political process, right? The Senate wound up not going along with it. He wound up being one of the most popular presidents in history.
One of the cases, like a massive fine. He was, I think his law degree was even taken away. He wasn't able to practice law. So obviously it was a big thing. But I would always stick up as a businessman, I would always stick up for various people, whether they were friends or not, because in many cases, I needed them. I needed their votes to get things done.
So what you're saying is that back then when you needed them, you were okay with what Bill Clinton was doing. But now that you want to take votes from his wife, you're not okay with what he was doing.
No, you have to understand. They called me sexist, and all of a sudden
they
said,
called you
whoa,
that because of what you said about women.
You mean
not
out
because
of nowhere, she comes out and starts going. And the reason that happened, Chris, it was very simple. The reason that happened is because I'm doing very well in the polls. In some polls, I'm beating her, and I think I'm going to beat her easily if I get the nomination.
I understand, but you have to remember the reason it happened is because of what you said during the first debate about women and how you went at it with Megyn Kelly, and then what you said about Carly Fiorina.
What did I do with Megyn Kelly? I didn't do. She asked me a totally inappropriate first question, and I fought her. If a male asked me that same question, I would have hit him just as hard. I mean, what Megyn Kelly did is she asked me a totally nonsense question, and I fought her.